guys, what is up? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having an amazing day because I'm as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So guys, despite all that nonsense that's going on between Trump, Elon Musk, and all these little Twitter fights they're having, or big Twitter fights, you know what? I mean, I don't really care at this point because I know all of this gets settled down at some point. You know, yes, they've had disagreements. This is all very unusual. I haven't seen, something like this in the past. But hey, we're going to have to face it. Some thought that this was going to happen either way. Others thought this was impossible to happen. But the most important point that I need to make here is that Jerry is actually holding very well, despite everyone, reacting so badly to this disagreement between the two. I think Jerry is doing very well. In fact, I would say the holder count is going up. Volume is great, but some of you were a little bit skeptical because, ever since we got that listing today, well, we actually did have the listing yesterday, but trading happened today. Some people expected Jerry to go past 20 million market cap. Look, I'm going to be really honest with you. If you're just here because you want Jerry to go, all the way to the moon because of one listing, you're in the wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, you shouldn't be here just waiting for one listing. In my opinion, I think that's very selfish and you're just trying to make, a quick buck. I think the right way is to wait for Jerry to actually get all the listings, okay? Give it time to grow, to nurture. Why would you drop out so quickly? That's why I don't understand, these people that are like, oh my God, Jerry had a listing and guess what? The volume isn't so high or it hasn't moved that much. Come on. We all know that it's not about just one listing. It's about everything that's happening, okay? It's about all the listings that will be coming up as well. It's about building up Jerry's portfolio of listings. You cannot depend on one listing. Maybe if it was like a Binance or Coinbase listing, but other listings, guys, they are just, another piece to grow. It's another piece in the puzzle. So don't put your heads down and don't freak out and don't be sad because there are so many more things that are going to be coming up in the next days. It is going to be wild. The dev behind it has been doing so much for this community. So much money is being put up, effort, time, and so on, that for you to, just make assumptions because of one listing. And on top of it, guys, not all listings are supposed to help the coins, reach the all-time highs. It takes time. Volume kicks in after a time. So give it the time it deserves. The most important thing is that we have so many holders. And these are the type of holders that are going to be very committed, loyal. They're going to be loading up heavier and heavier. So definitely a lot of growth happening. Don't just focus on one area, focus on all the different areas. So I am very happy. I'm very happy with, the progress that has been done and made. Look at this, guys, always, aiming for these listings, always aiming for the best, tier 1 listings are going to bring in a lot of exposure. So absolutely love this, guys. And I think it's a matter of time until we start breaking out. But the thing is, what I'm really excited is about that moment when you realize that the JEETs messed up. Because a lot of these JEETs, they're jumping in and they're trying to get their 10 or 20 or 30%. I'm thinking foolish mindset. Are you just going to be jumping around different coins trying to get your 10, 20%? What happens if it doesn't work out once? Because sometimes it doesn't always work out, right? You also need some luck for it to work out. So wouldn't it just be easier to stick with Jerry to 10x, to 20x, 30x? I mean, for me, it's a very simple formula. But for others, it just, is difficult to comprehend. They're too addicted to quick money. And that's why they always burn out in the end because, yeah, quick money is nice, but it does get to you. Okay, it does catch up with you. I think the best strategy here is that long-term vision. This is where we're going as well. Okay, all of these are happening, coming soon. So very nice. And you know, we're gonna see a lot of updates on this page. Right, another thing that needs to be mentioned is the Twitter page. I think there is so much for Jerry. You have no idea, and I love reading these posts. Like, for example, this is just the beginning of for Jerry. There is no end for Jerry. So love this, okay? Love the hashtags. So these are some big names that are going to be coming along. Gate.io, KuCoin, and so on, right? Crypto June says this must have been the news that you need for today. Check out the latest updates for Jerry and be the first to make moves. XT exchange is successfully listed. Congratulations. So this has already happened. Now more stuff, okay? Jerry with a highly productive day despite the market chaos. Price managed to remain flat. Trading on XT plus Hibit exchanges goes live today. More exchanges in talks. It's coins like Jerry that send hardest when the market turns around, right? Lots of influences. Now we're also in the crypto bubbles, so you can go find us on the crypto bubbles. Guys, Jerry's everywhere, okay? And when I say we, is because, you know, I really feel like I am part of the community. I represent this community. I've spoken so much about Jerry. I'm not the dev, of course, but it really is my family. So you guys all are my family. We are a big family. We need to spread the word. We need to talk about Jerry and stop worrying about, you know, what sort of effect will one listing have on Jerry. Guys, many listings need to go through for us to see some, you know, really crazy pumps. When are they going to happen? Soon. Like literally every single week we have announcements. And what is the next target? Well, I believe we need to break the all-time high. We need to hit 30 million. And after 30 million, we have the chance to go to 50 and then, you know, progress. Could take time. You got to be patient. Okay, nothing happens overnight. But it's just so much better than anything else right now in the market. You see what's happening, you know, with the economy and stuff. Every time there are disagreements, Bitcoin ETH goes down. People start panicking. Then it goes back up. Like, to me, this is all just rubbish. I don't even want to look at it, because if I was just investing into these big cryptos, I'd be freaking out now. It's difficult, you know, if it's going up and down all the time. But when you have Jerry like breaking all-time highs, finding new support lines, and consolidating before the next pump, that is nice. That's what I call real good crypto activity. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.